Nah, I'm not going to use a joke here.
Let's get it on!
Use it once. Don't have to use it anymore. Wasn't even funny the first time. Alright, so... The Midnight Thunder Boy, which is a strong contender for the dumbest chapter name in the entire Viewtiful Joe franchise.
Time to go to work, guys.
And that rivals for the dumbest scene in the entire franchise. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, this setting might seem pretty familiar. That's always cool. This is basically the city from the second chapter, just with a dark filter over it. And the enemies, of course, are harder, and we have to fight a tank, which you can always just punch the enemies into it, or, if you heard, it made a bzzz, yeah, that kind of noise, that's when you know it's going to launch a missile. And of course I had to be terrible at hitting it back at it. Again, it's not like you really have to, you can just punch these guys into it and it won't really matter. It takes it out pretty quickly. By the way, remember this strategy for later in the game. In the last chapter, there's going to be a time when we need it. And great success there. Come on, hit. I didn't even be able to zoom in soon enough to get the damage bonus. Okay. Stop being embarrassed by this machine. There we go. One time I hit the missile back at it. Okay, B anyway. Who cares? So, speed up these guys. Nothing too remarkable to say about this chapter, at least not yet. Because it's really just exactly the same chapter. It's just different enemies. And now we have a helicopter, which will not drop the key like it intones. And you could fight this like any other helicopter and try to hit the bullets back at it, or you could go slow-mo and do B-punches zoomed in like that. Yeah, and don't get burned, like I just did. That was kind of stupid. And thanks for pressing the wrong button there. The problem with this plane is that it goes so high up that you basically have to hit these Cromarties back at it. Or do this. From the looks of it, that didn't really hurt the plane, though. There we go, now it's close enough. I'm gonna get burned again, aren't I? Come on, come on. Ah, man. I wasn't even close to the lava. I guess the lava... Would that technically be collision detection for the lava, or I don't know. Let's just end this right now, and... okay. Surprised it didn't throw me into the lava there. Just get rid of you, and don't care about the other Cromartie, really. But might as well since he's here, right? And now, of course, the key is for the sewer that now has lava in it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know since when sewer covers have locks on them, but you know, whatever. And now, as you can tell, they beefed it up a little bit by having these be farther apart. So I'm gonna do that and then zoom in and. I was too close on one side, I think. Yeah, the aiming on this is a little precise. Come on, it looked like I was on it there. I don't know that you're supposed to get it within striking... I know I was too far to the right that time. I don't know that you're supposed to get it in striking distance like that, because one of these should do it. Finally. So as long as you don't fail at the timing like I did, you should be fine. Again, I hate to point it out, but it's literally the exact same mission. We have to go find the, capture the flag, in a sense. And now, if you remember from the first chapter, when we made these drops really fat for slowing down, we need to do it over the lava, which I don't know how... Come on. There it goes. I don't know how a giant drop of water is going to cool down what is surely boiling hot lava, but I'm not going to deny video game logic. I think I might need another one. These do run out eventually, so... maybe not? Okay, this should be enough, I guess. Ooh, yeah, like that. Yeah. Now this area can be a little tough to finagle with. You just have to kind of make sure that these go not too high and not too low, basically. And of course you want to avoid the lava. And here's the part that's replaced the... oh, great. Forgot about that. The lasers have been replaced with magma jets, because that's infinitely more annoying, so it makes sense that they would do it. And yeah, as you can tell, you need to be a fair distance away from the lava, yeah. But not get hit by the jets, of course. I don't mean for this to take 100 tries. Come on, where is it? Oh, now it decides to fall. Thank you. Yes. And make sure that we're on the left side of the pillar. Go up. And wait a little bit. Cover a little bit. And go back up. And there we go. Yeah, that worked out to our advantage, I guess. No, no, let me get on this. There we go. Like I said, it can be annoying, but more often than not, it's just kind of tedious to do, I think. And there is the flag. And we have some Rosettas. Not pink bitches, like I used to call them, though they still are. Glitching much? Whatever. Gee, this arrow sure denotes... oh, there it is. My jumping beat me to the punchline that was hardly a punchline, so whatever. And no, it can't sink any lower, so I don't know why all those canisters are there, if you can't get them. Instead, it reveals a secret area! And this has meals! Yes, real meals. And a life. Plus tens of canisters, so... there you have it. And now onward to the right. I don't think... oh yeah, there are platforms you can jump on, but if you're quick about it, I mean, and you have enough life, you don't have to care about making the water drop. Hey, it's our old friend! Friend, quotation marks. Yeah, he was so difficult to beat again. Whatever, let's just get the Viewtifuls and be on our way. Yep, because getting 3 Vs in a row is certainly going to be the answer here, right? Dramatic effect. Hey, it only gave us a 10 of a canister. So that's not the right way to do it. No, the trick here is instead you have to get bombs. And this is another area that's a little hard to finagle, but once you get it, you just have to kick one over to this area right here, wait for it to get slow, and then explode it. Oh, and not fail like I just did. Yeah, you have to be on top of the thing and then let it blow. I think I did it too early, maybe. Good thing is the bombs all pretty much line themselves up after you do it once. Okay, set. And I just missed it, okay. Third time is the charm, not failing this time, please. Over, and... there we go. Should launch you all the way up. You can get that pink box if you want. But, yeah. We got it awesome still, even though we got a C in V points. Come on. There we go. And for this one, you just have to beat up a bunch of enemies. Nothing to write home about, necessarily. And yeah, every once in a while, these bombs will be thrown at you from these assholes. Which you have to get behind them in order to break them. Or kick one of their bombs back at them, and then have it be slowed down so that it explodes at them. Avoiding Chromarties as much as I can. I know I'm going to have to fight them, because this is one of those areas where the question mark comes from after you've fought all the enemies, pretty much. And now we have Gelbies, my favorite, end quotation marks. that worked out well. Didn't know I could have the landmines blow them up. Okay, just destroy these guys. There we go. Nice amount of beat points that we get from them. And wish there was another bomb we could have to blow up this fella right here, but come on, do your attack. Okay, there we go. He is Tarzan. No, Tarzan made a much better movie than watching one of these Gelbies get beat up. And now we have one more plane. Fun times and quotations. This is the standard fare of beating the shit out of him. Oh, can we kick a missile back at him? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna punch your propellers, that way you'll never be able to... Oh, wait. No, propellers were for the old planes. It's a jet now, I forgot. It's too high-tech and fancy for all those old-fashioned propellers. And there you go. And don't care about the Gelbies. Hey, Rainbow V, I love it. Because I've had such a steady stream of Rainbow Vs throughout this playthrough, of course. What does he say there? Rockin'! I have no idea. Good, I was wanting more tanks. What are those things they got going around on the battlefield out there? Tanks? You're welcome. We have the Marx Brothers to thank for so much slapstick comedy. I doubt anybody else will know that. It's one of their movies, I forget which one it was. I happened upon it on TV one day. It was playing. It was one of their war movies. It was so funny. Just all the, you know, slapstick lines. I thought it was funny. I know a lot of people don't find them funny. Anyways, more planes, because I love those. The reason I said earlier that there's nothing too remarkable about this level is because there's really not. It's literally just a rehash of the second chapter level, and slightly more difficult enemies. And if anything, there's just more enemies. It's like, thanks, this is really interesting. Thankfully, though, the second half of this chapter is the saving grace of its coolness, I always thought. That's right, we get to reenact a level of James Bond's 007, GoldenEye! And you have to jump on the train, there you go. Yeah, this upcoming level always makes me think of the train level. I guess we'll go ahead and save. And, I don't want to have the segment run too long, but I can continue. Maybe get to the boss in time, we'll see. Yeah, all we have to do is, we'll power up when we need it.
Move on!
All we have to do is go through this train level, and then there's the boss. So if I can get through it quick enough, we'll show it all. Because the boss for this level actually is pretty cool.
Emergency. This train is totally out of control. Activate emergency brakes. Repeat. Activate emergency brakes.
I've never heard a robotic voice say totally out of control before.
Just go for it!
That was weird. Anybody else hear that Sylvia's voice say that twice? I don't know. So yeah, with this train that's totally out of control, we have to fight enemies, of course. And we're gonna go up and hit the emergency brakes. Again, it reminds me exactly of the train level because... But thankfully we don't have to hit individual brakes on every single cart. Though we do have to fight enemies on every single cart, and each one gets more annoying than the last. Just like GoldenEye. Hey, we got the good juice. Come on, where are you? I got all the time to waste in the world. Thank you, Rosettas. Come on, give me a key. Or just run over that way. There we go. And the key unlocks the top of the cart? Again, I have no idea how a key is supposed to A, unlock a sewer, and I guess B, unlock a train cart top. But what do I know? Yeah, these pathways can be kind of misleading, because one is always going to contain a safe, and another is usually going to contain, for lack of a better term, or terms, going the right way. Like this way, for example. But usually the safes have some pretty good stuff. Either, like, the key that you need. Yeah, see? Or usually they'll have, like, food in them, and it can be, yeah, it can be a little tough to maintain your life on this train because, you know, you end up fighting a lot of Cromarties, we're going to fight a few Gelbies later, and then there's going to be a new enemy later that, off the top of my head, I don't remember the name of, but we'll get to them when we see them. And these are Gelbies that I don't think we have to fight, actually, because, yeah, we opened the train, but it doesn't hurt to get a few beat points. Had that rating for the end. Oh, I didn't know there was a one-up down there. Oh, I know why. She must say, just go for it every time you enter a cart. And she said, just go for it at the very beginning of the, whatever, the chapter. The half of the chapter, that is, so. That is what happened for the double, just go for it. That was weird. The missile, like, disappeared even as I zoomed in to hit it back. Gelby's annoying as shit. You have some food? Juice is okay, but jeez. Have to really watch myself now. To check myself before I wreck myself. I guess. Let's get out of here. Oh great, of course a Gelby would have a key. Can I get behind him real quick? Okay, I can. There we go. And I think this... Yeah, now we're at the back of the train where the emergency brakes are. So this is where we're going to see the new enemy. Wait for it. There we are. I'm pretty sure these guys are called Black Leaders. And that would make sense because they have the, like, hat and or weapon that the red leaders have, for example, and they are in black outfits. So, you know, put two and two together, I guess. And they can be kind of difficult because they're sword attacks. Like right there, they threw one up in the air. That can normally be annoying, but whatever. Stand on this platform, and normally the difficulty is having to stand on this platform with them attacking you, but we killed him, so no trouble at all. Look at that, with 130 seconds to spare.
The emergency brakes have been activated. Thank goodness.
So apparently the train system has a mind of its own, saying thank goodness and totally out of control. I don't know. Looks like we need to power up, because there's no save option. You know what that means. Anyway. Yeah, we're a little low on health, so we are going to grab... I think this is our last life container. There we go. We now have a full life bar. Not that we'd really need it for this boss, but for the future, of course, we will. You'll see what I mean later. And now it's time to encounter someone who the game describes as the Midnight Thunder Boy. Again, with the really stupid names. And if I remember correctly, we already saw what this guy looks like, albeit briefly. And here he is now!
friendly neighborhood arch rival. But you're a little late. The ritual has begun.
I know you.
The name's Alistair. Nice punch back there, by the way.
What's this about a ritual? I hope you guys aren't up to anything weird. Kids are watching this too, you know.
Right. Well, since you'll die anyway, I guess I can reveal to you our evil plan. Ahem. For many years, we have fought against Captain Blue for control of the world of Movieland. However, it has recently been brought to our attention that this world may in fact be fictional. If celluloid should become obsolete, we too will be destined to lie forever on the cutting room floor of history. In order to counter this threat, we have made a bold plan to break through the silver screen and take over the world beyond Hollywood.
Sheesh. I hate it when they have all these subplots.
The key to our success lies in the DNA of the creator. As long as we have that DNA in our possession, we'll be able to come and go at will in the world of humans, which is why we need the girl.
The girl? You mean Sylvia?
Well, that seems to be the general idea, but hey, I don't give a rip about all that. The only thing I'm interested in is testing my own strength. You've been making waves in our world, but you should realize you're just a sidekick. Let's see who's the strongest once and for all.
So that's Alistair for you. Now, why don't they just call him that? I think that's a much more intimidating and threatening name. But yeah, he is the self-proclaimed rival of Viewtiful Joe, and he's the one who threw on the guise of another Joe earlier. And his attacks amount to throwing knives at us and using the power of electricity. And these knives, similar to, we've seen this before. I forget which enemy it was, but you can basically send them flying back at him. And yeah, he plays out almost the same as Viewtiful as another Joe. So, you know, wait for him to show up at you or hunt him out yourself. Usually it's easier to just wait for him. Yeah, like that. And then when he gets close to you, just throw punches at him. He's usually pretty defenseless, to be honest. Except when he's in the middle of an attack. Like that. When he has his back turned to you, he's fair game. I don't know, I think Alistair's a cool enemy. His design is definitely interesting. He's kind of annoying as a personality, but aren't all, you know, arch nemeses designed to be that way, similar to Gary Oak. I mean, they're all just annoying. I can't think of any others off the top of my head right now. Oh! These knives are nothing special, and those blocks, as you can see, they get electrified, but you can stand on top of them, and they don't really hurt you that way, so... Just get on over here and punch him a couple more times, and... Oh, where is he? Oh. And there he goes.
Boy, you're pretty strong. And that move, the one you did back there? Tell me, what do they call you?
Beautiful. Well, yeah, that works. I'm Joe. Viewtiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe. How fitting.
The warrior Alistair was dead. Joe felt that he had lost an old friend, and his heart was heavy with conflicting emotions. But Joe is unstoppable. He bravely hurls himself into the mystery of the Creator's DNA in order to save the lovely Sylvia. Thus, he faces the most agonizing battle any superhero could ever be forced to encounter.
Yikes! I completely forgot about Sylvia!
The grueling attacks of the evil forces know no end. Appearing before his battered body, the most imposing of the Shadows shows no mercy. Don't forget to catch Joe and company next time in The Magnificent Five.
Is this it? Am I done for? You're kidding, right? Oh, come on! No! Come on! Help a brother out, huh?
Oh, don't worry. He'll be helped out later. I can't spoil that enough, can I? So yeah, that's the end of the Midnight Thunder Boy for now. And yeah, Joe's kind of a dick for totally forgetting about Sylvia. Makes him kind of unlikable in my opinion, but hey, what can you do? So next time, the next chapter, which will be significantly easier, as you'll see next time. So thank you everybody for watching. See you guys later.